My ex-girlfriend and boss tried to stop me at the airport saying the company couldn't survive without me, but then she turned around and told someone it was just a joke. After the breakup, I immediately quit my job just as I was preparing to leave the country to start a new chapter. My ex-girlfriend Miranda Barrett, who also happened to be my former boss, suddenly appeared at the airport trying to win me back. She told me that she had fired her assistant Flint Ricardo, and from now on she was offering me the position of her second-in-command at the company. However, just as I was about to abandon my plans to go abroad and return with her, she yanked her hand out of mine and with a coquettish tone called Flint. "Flint, you won the bet." This idiot really thought I was trying to keep him. With a mocking laugh, she turned to me and added coldly, "It was just a joke. Didn't you get it? If you are leaving, just go. No one's stopping you this time." The colleagues around us sneered, mocking me for being a lovesick fool, obediently turning around just because she waved her hand. But they didn't know that the only reason I'd given up on going abroad was because my new company had just completed an acquisition, and I was about to become the new CEO there. When Miranda smugly told me that her attempt to keep me was just a joke, I wasn't angry. I simply took out my phone ready to order a ride back to my place. The colleagues around us looked at me with mocking eyes, one of them sneering, "Anthony, Miss Barrett already said she doesn't want you to stay. What are you still waiting for? Go ahead and book your flight. You said you had an overseas offer, didn't you? What now? Did they change their mind and reject you?" Miranda stood there indulging their sarcastic remarks, not even trying to stop them. This kind of humiliating workplace bullying had been a constant presence in my life for years. In the past, I would have rebutted them, feeling wronged. After all, my girlfriend was the CEO, and yet she never stood up for me. But now I felt nothing. To me, they were nothing but a bunch of clowns. "Don't you think my affairs are none of your business?" I said, my tone flat. Miranda snorted dismissively and looked me up and down, her eyes full of disdain. "Still being stubborn. With your abilities, if I hadn't supported you all these years, you probably wouldn't even have a job. Want to go abroad? What a joke. I was a graduate of a prestigious school. I'd given up a high-paying job that many would dream of and built the company from the ground up with Miranda. But in Miranda's eyes, I was worthless, and it was only thanks to her help that I had come this far. I felt it was ridiculous. There was a time when I loved Miranda to the point of obsession. Even when I was stuck in a managerial position after working for decades, I never complained. But when she began giving my projects to her new assistant Flint and even dumped his messes on me to make me take the fall, cutting my pay and suspending me while promoting Flint, I finally realized that I had to end the love I was keeping alive single-handedly. So I resigned on the spot, broke up with her, and decided to pursue my career abroad. I never expected that after all this, she would come to me with this joke when I was about to board the plane. At that moment, I wasn't even sad, just perplexed. I couldn't help but wonder, how stupid have I been to fall for such a woman? I shook my head, too tired to argue with her. "You are right, I'll leave now," I said. I tried to walk away, but Miranda suddenly grabbed my arm and stared at me, a look of disgust on her face. "You are quite a drama king. You've been caught in your own lie, and you are still pretending. I'll give you a way out just for the sake of our past. I can accept you, and I'll make you Flint's assistant." Seeing her so generously extend this offer, I finally understood Miranda's true motive behind this. On the surface, it was about a bet with Flint, seeing if I would take the bait and step down. But in reality, she just wanted me to stay in the company and keep serving her and Flint like a lackey.